So you have the nutritional factors,
Yep.
which run walk's good for that.
Yep.
You have the physiological factors.
Yep.
Run walk's good for that. What about mentally? Does
And
it help to
that's
have
the
that
fourth one.
break?
So it helps and it hinders. Like I was obviously I was going for a 2:40 marathon, and at the Hawke's Bay Marathon, that's I wouldn't say it's not like one of the New York or Boston, one of the big international marathons where the winner's going to do 2:10 or faster. This is I guess a local New Zealand marathon where the winner's going to do 2:30 or something. So 2:40 is going to get me top 5 or better. And so I was in the top 5 going through the first aid station, which for me was around 19 minutes, and I start walking. Now I was running in a group. There's one guy off the front, and then there was, second through to 6, I think, maybe, where we were together. Then I just stop and start walking for a minute.
Oh, no.
And
they're like, oh, well, see you later, guy.
Yeah,
You're dead.
and
Like, how does that feel? Like, you just let the race go away.
It's gone, and I was committed. I'd mentally committed to it and said, "Yeah."
Well, you had to because the newspaper said
I know,
that you were going to do it.
I was like, there's a lot of pressure on actually, and then people were like, "Yeah, I got," and then I'm like, they all run off, throwing water at themselves, and I'm having a drink, and they're like, "Are you all right? Keep going, keep going." I'm like, "Oh, it's part of the plan."
Everyone feels bad for you.
Yeah, they're like, "Yeah, sure it is." So then I run, get off, and I started to sprint off to try and catch back up. And I was like, no, stick to your plan, went through a few more. But in that sense, it was like, that was really mentally challenging to just stop right at the start of the race. And I'm just walking.
But it's not like you stopped and curled up in a ball because you had a cramp. Like you were still moving.
Yeah, and
right?
that is also really important. I can get into that a bit later, actually, in terms of the pacing thing. So yeah, that was tough. Then couple run walks later. So let's say let's just call it an hour. 3 run walks later, it was a point to point race, and we turn in to, I guess, the final straight of like the next 28 k's or so, and it was just headwind the whole way. Then I just walked as I would come around into the headwind. And as I was walking, I was doing my system check. Am I thirsty? How's my pacing? How do I feel? How hot am I? That kind of thing. And I was like, it's windy. I can't run 340s anymore. It's too hard. I need to slow down.
So you slowed down even more.
So in my next running block, I was running like 350s to 355s, where my other pace was 340s to 345. This is minute per kilometer. So mentally in the run walk, and I've done this in other races as well, the system check was better. The whole the reevaluation of the race plan, rather than pushing on and being like, actually, no, I'm going all right. I can commit. I can do this. I can get through this headwind. And then you only find that out when it's too late.
Yeah, once you blow up. So do you think being really smart about your pacing early on helped you make a smart choice later by kind of slowing down? Because you were already being smart instead of trying to hang with the group maybe?
Yeah, it gives you... it just gives you I don't want to say it's not a secondary opinion, but it is it just gives you another chance to rethink things.
Yeah.
Let's
be honest. When you're going as hard as you can, no one's making good choices out there.
No, and if you're running next to someone, what are you going to do? Oh yeah, you can go ahead. We do the sport.
Do you want to slow down, bro?
Yeah, you can say we do it for fun and stuff, but we're competitive. We want a good time. When you're on for a personal best, you don't want to go, I'll slow down. And yeah, so mentally I committed to doing what I was doing, the run walk, and so I'd made that choice. And then saw my wife Emma at halfway, and she was like, yeah, keep going, later on.
You ran past her though, you weren't going to walk. You're like, oh, we're at 19 minutes, but I'm going to keep running.
I was at a walking part, and she said, what'd she say? 7 minutes and 5 minutes. I was in fourth at that stage, halfway. 7 minutes and 5 minutes to second and third, and like that's a long time. Like we're running pretty fast. To gain 7 minutes over the second half is a lot.
Yeah.
And so she has told me later, she was like, oh yeah, you would, in my head you were done. There's no way you're catching those guys.
Oh no. No faith in the run walk.
Next minute.
Well, yeah, because you
sorry.
already gave us the outcome. We know you got second. You gave
Yeah.
it away in the beginning. When did you start to catch the other guys?
So part of the run walk is it only works up to a certain point, right? So at 30 Ks, there's an aid station around 31 to 30 Ks, somewhere around there. I was then just committed to running the rest of it, because at that point, the slowing down and speeding up process is too daunting to just, like, you've done what you can to preserve yourself. Like the main thing you're doing is trying to be able to run, or at least speed up or maintain your pace at the end of the race. It's a pacing strategy.
So you were pacing with the run walk to save it all for the end.
Yeah. And so I got to that where I decided to run. I was like, all right, I'm running. I was like, man, this is ridiculous. I feel really good. And I got to, so we must have had an aid station around 6 Ks to go or something. Emma was there again. She was like, they look wrecked and they're really close. And so I was just like, yes. And I was like, all right, I'm all in. I'm feeling great.
Boys are on.
The boys are on. And I just went for it. I saw this red t-shirt and I knew the guy was singlet. I was like, oh my God, there he is. So even more motivation. Then I saw the other dude ahead of him. I was like, oh, this is on. So there's like 4 Ks I passed, and then it took me another K to catch the other guy. And no one's coming back at you, you know? And yeah, I ran like in just over 18 minutes for that final 5K. And like the fastest 5K split of my whole race was in that final 5, and it closed in second, $1,500. Yeah, down the finish line.
Will bought drinks that night.
It was great feeling to accomplish that.